Hello again. So, you may have noticed that, wrong arm, my Iron Maiden poster here has this blinding, god-awful glare. Don't know what to do about it. Not a lighting guy. Got no idea. So, if it's blinding, I'm sorry. I will try to keep my head like right here, but no promises. But anyway, this is another situation of damn you, Bill Mulligan. This one's kind of funny though. This one's called The Beast with a Million Eyes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jason, how can they make a monster with a million eyes? Because in the 1950s, there was no such thing as CGI. Okay, it was practical effects. Period. Dot. A lot of times they didn't even animate shit because when they did, it was expensive and looked exactly like crap. So it was always, especially in campy movies like this, practical. Okay? Yeah, we'll get to that. So, it was directed by David Kramersby. And believe it or not, uncredited, Roger Corman. This is a Roger Corman film. The man that brought us The Terror, the man that brought us the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, or whatever that was called. Corman was the king of B-movies in his day. And this was a man who would crank out a movie. Oh, we've got 3 days. We've still got all the shit from the movie we just filmed. Let's film another movie. That was Corman. So you have Paul Birch plays Dad, or Alan, and his wife Carol, played by Lorna, Laura, I promise it's not coronavirus, Laura Thayer. Donna Cole plays Sandy, the daughter, and they all live in this farm in a nice, neat, dysfunctional little family setting, just way out in the desert. Okay, like nobody goes the fuck out there. And they have a guy they keep out there. They call him. And Sandy the dude's mute. And Sandy's dating the local sheriff, Larry, played by, get this, Dick Sargent. Okay? Dick Sargent, the man who played the second Darren in Bewitched. Okay? So he was in this movie. If you want to see him a little bit younger than Bewitched, Beast with a Million Eyes. And over the course of this slow burn drag ass of a movie, we discover that the animals are acting weird. Okay? Never mind that mom is a bitch. She is miserable. She hates being out there. She's done, and she is making no bones about it. Straight up says she hates her daughter at one point. Totally likable character, So anyway, the animals start acting weird. They start attacking people. One of the neighbors gets attacked and killed by his cow. Alan and his family get attacked by blackbirds multiple times using the same stock footage over and over and over again. It is not a secret where the dude who's responsible for Birdemic got his inspiration, because I'm telling you now, it sure as shit was not from Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, because then it probably would have had some redeeming quality about it. So they keep hearing like this. They think it's a plane at first, and it's this buzzing and ringing in the air, and they discover that it's a spaceship that's landed in the desert, and it possesses him, or who they call Carl, the mute guy, and he ends up they end up having to kill him. And you keep getting the alien narrator, oh, I'll possess your mind, and the weak-minded humans and all the animals, and, as Bill would say, constantly, you're the buzzing of flies, and so on and so forth. We finally get to see the creature. 2 eyes. 2 eyes. 2 eyes. I waited, an hour and a half. This movie is a little over an hour and a half long. 2 eyes. So, which brings up, 2 questions. You still owe me 999,998 eyes. Where the fuck are they? Why is this movie this long? Oh my god. This movie drug like a graduation speech. You're sitting there, you're holding your diploma, you're just ready to go. And the old guy at the podium just won't shut the hell up. Really? Okay? There's so much in this movie that happens that could just be cut out completely. Sandy is the most likable character in the movie. She's great. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's resourceful. The mom, totally unlikable. The dad, I've never seen a human being that disconnected. Like, dude, when your daughter comes up and tells you that there's a dude that creeps her out, and maybe this was just indicative of the times. I don't know. I know that when my daughter has come to me and said, hey, this guy's creeping me out, I've usually said, okay, honey, don't worry about it. And then me and that gentleman have had a conversation that didn't go in his favor. So, yeah, this guy's completely disconnected from what's going on. He's completely disconnected and oblivious to how miserable his wife is and how she wants to just get the hell out of there. Again, a movie full of just unlikable characters. Larry's cool. Sandy's cool. And I kind of like the mute guy. I kind of see where he's coming from. The parents are dicks. Wow. So, yeah. That was my biggest beef with this movie. My biggest beef with this movie was not the fact that the beast with a million eyes did not actually have a million eyes. Okay? That's Bill's thing. And that's Bill's beef. I'll get to that. My biggest beef with this movie is how bad it dragged. Okay? You could probably lop a good half hour off this film. Really. I didn't need the cow. I didn't need the whole scene where the cow attacks the dad at the farm and then takes off. Or the dad figures out, what's going on. There's like 3 or 4 attacks from the birds that we don't need. We don't need this shit. Okay? Bill's beef. Bill Mulligan is a guy that he's a good friend of mine. We're on the con circuit together. We run a couple of film festivals together. And he was one of those kids who, he was like me. He saw an awesome cover. He saw a gnarly monster. And man, he was about it. And he saw this thing called Beasts with a Million Eyes. And he sits through this rollicking piece of shit like I did. And he didn't even get the comfort of sitting on his couch in front of a TV with a cup of coffee like I did. No, he got to go to a theater and see this, okay? He got to sit in a movie theater and see this, okay? So this movie, it didn't even give him the common goddamn courtesy of a reach around, all right? He gets to the monster. It has 2 eyes. Do you know why they changed the title of this movie from The Unseen to The Beast with a Million Eyes? Because, A, the studio, B, he controls the animals and the weak-minded. thus giving him a million eyes. My friend Darren Kennedy, talented author, look him up on Amazon and buy his shit. He would eat it up. He loves puns. My wife loves puns. I'm one of those shitty people that hates puns, but yet I somehow execute them fairly masterfully. I guess it's the whole dad thing. Yeah. The entire movie is an hour and a half long pun. So, we can't have a panel without Bill bringing this shit up. He can't let it go. I mean, he can't. He can't. It has messed him up entirely. Okay? Most kids get this trauma in life off of a really bad car accident or, watching their friend get beat up or hurt real bad or, a family reunion and you ended up spending Thanksgiving in Uncle Touchy's basement. All right? That's the kind of trauma that Bill got off of watching this movie. And now I've seen it. And I can't take it back. I can't take it back. So, again, it's on Tubi. You really hate yourself that much, go watch it. But I'm telling you, I was so worn out from how bored I was watching this movie. By the time it was done, I had to talk myself out of laying back down on the couch and going back to sleep. Okay? So, I can give Corman this. They shot this movie in 2 days. Okay? 48 interiors in 2 days. Alright? The monster wasn't even in the movie. Okay? They showed the finished product to the studios, for distribution, and they were disappointed that there was no payoff for a monster. They went back in and added the monster during post. Okay? Which means that they somewhere, definitely not on site, created this goofy looking Muppet monster thing and it rise up with a bunch of camera effects going on and then fall over. Yes, they defeated the monster by not doing anything. They didn't shoot it. They didn't go down there and whack it with clubs and shovels and whatnot. No. They held hands and stayed together. They killed a monster that can control the minds of living things with the Care Bear stare. I can't make this shit up. So, you're feeling froggy? It's on Tubi. It's waiting for you. If you're an old school Corman fan and you want to see some old school Corman, go for it. Don't say I didn't warn you. If you really want to see Dick Sargent in his 20s, have at it, Hoss. But this movie, it didn't do to me what it did to Bill Mulligan. But it did something. It did something. So, until next time, let's see what other crap bullshit movie I can come across next. Cheers.